I know y'all tired of Diddy, but listen to this. Diddy allegedly threatened to unalive Vibe magazine's editor-in-chief, Danielle Smith, in 1997, saying she'd be found unalive in a trunk of her car after she refused to show him an advance cover. According to Rolling Stone, Combs was set to be on the cover for the magazine's December 1997, January 1998 issue. A few days before the issue went to press, Combs demanded to see the cover image, threatening to change it if he didn't like it. Smith, the editor from 1997 to 1999, refused, citing magazine policy against showing work pre-publication. Diddy showed up at Vibe's office with his crew demanding to meet Danielle. Her co-workers quickly escorted her out, holding the issue's pages for dear life. The next day, Diddy called her, threatening her, saying he knew her location. When Danielle demanded an apology from him for that threat, he laughed and said, "F you." Danielle then called her attorney, and that prompted Diddy to fax an apology within hours. Days later, Danielle said the magazine's servers, which stored all the pages for the upcoming issue, were stolen from the office. Diddy and his crew were immediately suspected. Fortunately, a staffer had saved their version on a personal disk, allowing them to still print the cover on time. Danielle says she had blocked out that horrible incident until two people reminded her, bringing back the gravity of the situation. The nauseating image of myself running and hiding from Diddy with colleagues protecting me made me confront other things I possibly repressed from that thorough and fantastic time in my life, she wrote in New York Times Magazine. I just feel like it was not that serious. Like, let's say they did end up, publishing a bad picture that you didn't like. You threatening someone's life over an ugly picture is never that serious, and it's never okay. Now on to Tory Lanez. It looks like Tory Lanez finally got some good news in court. According to court documents, Tory's motion for relevant evidence is being considered by California's Court of Appeal. Tory was recently sentenced to 10 years in prison after being found guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Since then, he has desperately been trying to appeal the verdict. On June 21st, 2024, Tory filed a motion seeking specific evidence that could be favorable in his defense. On June 26, 2024, the prosecution filed paperwork opposing Tory's motion for discovery. However, the court decided that there was a good reason to consider Tory's request for additional evidence to be used alongside his pending petition, which is where the appellate court decides if your detainment is lawful. Now, for the court to rule that must mean it must be some juicy evidence, and I feel like he should have just mentioned it or brought it forward in his initial trial to prevent this from even happening. But it is what it is. Fans on Twitter brought an interesting perspective comparing Tory Lanez's case to Alec Baldwin. On Friday, July 12, 2024, a judge dropped the charges against Alec Baldwin after discovering that the state had not provided key evidence that could have explained how live ammunition ended up on a movie set where Mrs. H. Hutchins was tragically unalive. The case against Alec Baldwin was dismissed with prejudice, indicating that the manslaughter charges against him are now permanently dropped. Baldwin could have potentially faced a prison sentence of up to 18 months if he had been found guilty. There is no way for the court to right this wrong, Judge Mary Marlowe Summers said. Now, here is the interesting perspective that fans brought in that I think a lot of people should pay attention to. At Real with Tia from Twitter said, "Dismissed with prejudice, Alec Baldwin cannot be tried again and the decision is final. He beat his manslaughter case. His lawyer, Alex Spiro, yes, the RN lawyer, got it tossed because the bullet fragments were missing and can't be tested." So, in Tory Lanez's case, Sean Hawley asked for the case to be dismissed for the same reason, because how do you have a case with a missing weapon and bullet fragments? As mentioned in the preliminary hearing, the fragments couldn't be located. Ladies and gent, the Just Us system. Fargo Argentino said, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly what happened in Tory Lanez's case. Yet the judge refused to grant a mistrial or toss the case out. There were no bullet fragments to match the gun, as those items magically disappeared from the district attorney's office. Alec Baldwin's lawyer in this case is also the horse's lawyer. The irony and hypocrisy in this are deafening. What do you guys think? Do you agree with the fans on Twitter who think Tory's case should have been dismissed like Alec's? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. I appreciate all your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.